Hello, hello. Testing, testing, hello. Happy May. It is Sunday, May 3rd, 2026. How about that? We'll get it started at 1:45. Lots to look forward to today. Hello. How is everyone? The weeks keep getting longer and longer. But anyway, Raggedy Apple. I've been anticipating this for a long time. I finally got things in order. So that's what we'll be doing today. What we're gonna do is we're gonna pull up the video and I'll compare each of the frames, each of the sections. We'll compare and contrast those. And we'll see who goes where. I'm really excited about this project. My other animation I showed you last week, haven't made much progress there. Hair is really hard to animate, huh? But we will get better at that. I gotta remember to pause every like 10-ish seconds or so. Don't want to get copyright stricken. But let's start with the drawings I got so far. Here we go. So we'll start from the beginning. And that'll be this frame here. Musical Marcella. Dancing, going side to side. And then over here, we have, here we go. So she's got the candy heart here. She's bringing it up to her mouth to eat it. So far, so good. Are we following? Good. She throws it up. We got about 22 frames of this, but the heart version. Haven't got those scanned in yet. But I do have. Hmm. Here it is. Scene 2. Invert negative space black. And as we can see here, we have Ivy's costumed hand. The glove and the string and the skirt. And I believe that is Marissa. I've never played any of the Toho games. Never, not one. I just really like this music video, and I feel like Raggedy Ann deserves a version of this. Okay, so we have her flying on her broom, but for my version, here's what I have. She's going to be standing on the bedboat flying balloon thing. Got hair flowing. She's like cackling. I think I made the legs too long. But I have some animation in the skirt. Let's see. Switch it. Yeah, see a little flying through the sky. Hair and skirt flowing, looking smug. And then here's an extra bit that isn't in the original version. We have the doll hospital here. I believe in the Toho games that's like the Scarlet Castle or something. Takes a bite. Well, in this case, she eats the. Wait a minute. This is not the right one. Here we go. So she's flying. You got the window here. Alright. For this scene, I have the megaphone thing that Raggedy Ann was leaning on. Here it is. I'm going to have those two pictures smushed together. Here's an outline of Anne with her little illustration pencil. So the megaphone and and then like a little candy glass dish. I don't have that scanned in, but you get the gist, right? And here we have this will be Johnny Gruelle flipping through his work, and Raggedy Ann will be here. Maybe some that can stay. That's good. All right, back to here. And then oh, we have this character jumping in. We all know this is gonna be Andy. Jumping in. Okay. So we have Andy. Right here we will have Baby. Didn't have that drawn in yet, but her glass shatters, turns into this. This will be Teddy. Or probably Panda, since we're working with the original musical here in this section of the video. But there's just so many versions of all these characters, it's perfect. Okay. And then this awesome will go to this guy. That will be for him because they're both equally iconic in their way. And then here we will have, let's see, we will have Mr. General D with his nose and his hat and all his decorations and probably a gun. We'll see. I'm just kidding. That will be Musical General D. We flip over the tree, and then this will be Miss Bat flapping her wings to the beat. And then this here will be the witch. Cat. Don't think of it as tracing. Think of it as rotoscoping. I'm rotoscoping most of this. The Andy and the Anne and the Marcella so far I drew, but a lot of this is traced so far. Maybe I'll find a better way, like actually drawing it. But that will be the witch contemplating. And then here will be the great camel. Here we will have Topsy. She's gonna do a little shrug here. And these two, obviously, we're transitioning into other Raggedy Ann media. So we had Topsy. Here we will have the Twin Pennies doing their dance, and then their eyes will roll. See, like that? Yeah, yeah. Um, What was it for here? Hmm. So somebody here. Okay. I think I wanted Betsy Bonnet String here because, okay, it might not make a lot of sense, but just hear me out. Here we will have Sir Leonard Looney being sassy or whatever. Here we will have Betsy Bonnet String. So now we're flipping from movie to book, back to movie. She looks up, and then this transition will be the greedy. He'll be like taking up the whole screen, changing the positive to the negative and the negative to the positive. But then here we will have the the here we go. We will have our clown doctors dancing. It's like to the same beat. It's perfect. So da 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 da, and they're bouncing around. I don't know if you can see very well. They're like kicking their legs. Okay. And then it transitions to these profiles. One, two, three. One, two, three, four. You see that? Okay. So for those four, we have the Hallmark, Clem, Blindy, Henny, and then Cleety just as an extra because I love them. They're Hallmark versions. I think it'll go Cleety, then Henny, then Blindy, then Clem. So this will be Clem, the Hallmark version. And then this part, look at the movements. Look how she's gliding to the moon. You know what this is? You know what this is? This is Arthur on his skateboard, obviously, skating to the pumpkin that couldn't smile. Then here, or here rather, will be the book version of Clem, a little less chibi like, more what his original looking like is looking like. And then here, who did I decide? Hmm. I don't remember who I decided on here, but I know Susie Pincushion was gonna be here. Maxie Fixit was gonna be here. And then this was gonna be Chuck Jones, Ann and Andy, because they have their own silhouettes. Okay, and another General D will go here because of the eyeball symbolism. I'm thinking some cosplays are gonna be over in this area. Okay. And then probably, who did I decide? Obviously, fill in any blanks in the comments because I know for a fact I have it written down somewhere. somewhere. This will be probably an animator. This will probably be Stage Papa. And then here, this is gonna be Marcella from the movie and Babette. Doll version Babette. And I wanted this to be movie Camel going down the cliff. Okay. Ooh. Who was here? I don't remember who went here. But I wanted the sun and moon to be here. Let me show you. Here's the sun's costume. And here is the moon's costume. They will be there. And then here will be oh man, this is like my favorite part. They will be jumping over here. I have the other side too. See, jumping side to side. Here are their silhouettes. So excited. Okay, chat. Before I just needed to mention something. I had a cat who I used was working on this video all the time. That's why I have so many pencil sketches. And I had a cat named Bug who is sadly no longer with us. But he got to a point where he recognized this video and like this was his favorite part. It was the cutest thing because he's like the cat ears and he would watch it go from side to side and get this chat. Bug was a tuxedo cat, so he was black and white. So cute. I miss him. But yeah, this was his favorite part of the video. Moving on. And like the clouds here. Or no, this was the sun and moon. Back there was gonna be the cloud characters. So delighted to welcome space here. Those guys. And then here's sun and moon. Like that whole in the heavens scene was gonna be for this part. And then probably like a finale here. Okay. And then here we were gonna have Pirate Babette. Pirate Babette here. Okay. And then book Marcella and book Anne to wrap it up. Doing like that. No, wait. We already had book Anne in the beginning, so this will probably have to be Workshop Remake #1 with Sarah and Molly. Molly, yes. Yes. Shout out Sarah and Molly. Yeah, so That's the idea, chat. That's where I'm going with this. And I really want to collaborate with other artists on this really bad. Let's look at some more frames a little closer because I have a ton. I have this looping animation of Comet. Um, and I think we got them all. Okay, I'm gonna upload this to my YouTube. I will come back after I upload this, whatever we're doing, give my computer a little break. And yeah, that is Raggedy Apple conceptualized. I hope you enjoyed that. All right, uploading, coming back to color in some frames. We gotta color them in, chat. Black and white, easy peasy. I got this. Rotoscoping, easy peasy. Got this. All right. Be back in a minute, chat. Be back in a minute. Peace out. Be right back.